What's up, y'all? Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Common Sense Reactions. I'm about to take this off. If my hair wasn't so messed up underneath, I'd just take this off. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Ovi should told me this turban don't work like how they say it do, bro. Like, oh, I'm so irritated right now. But not more irritated than Dame Dash. I'm definitely not that irritated. I don't know if y'all seen it, but my boy Dame Dash's teeth fell right out of his head. Shocked the world. Because nobody really expected that Dame Dash had dentures. Like, we knew he was getting up there in age, but nobody on this planet would have guessed that Dame Dash had dentures. You feel what I'm saying to you? So when God took the opportunity to reveal this to us at the most opportune time while speaking in an arrogant manner towards one of the most successful men in hip hop, 50 Cent, I had to sit back and look at it like this. If you guys have watched some of the past videos where I talk about Dame and the history of Roc Nation, this shit is really bothering me. I'm sorry, guys. And the history of Roc Nation, then you know I have a lot of love in my heart for Dame, but I do think that he be wrong. I think in my last video I said it's just like a difference of how you want to approach things, right? I was like, Dame's whole thing is based on wanting to be his own boss, wanting to never have anybody above him, or he wants to always be standing on his own too. And I said, that's a commendable thing. I said, I don't know if it's the right thing, because everybody in business who understands business understands you're always gonna have to work with somebody else. And that's why these guys work so hard, right? Because they're working to have more power. They would like to have more and more and more and more power. Jeff Bezos hasn't sat back and relaxed and just stopped working. He's working to have more power. Elon Musk hasn't just sat back and relaxed and stopped working. He's working to have more power. These guys are constantly working to try and be in as high a position as possible, so they have to deal with as little BS as possible. You know what I'm saying? But they still have to collaborate, people. Elon has now made it to the point where now he has to collaborate with the government. So he can't say anything that he wants anymore. He can't do anything that he wants anymore. There's certain things that he's gonna have to work with them on. So everybody in business understands that you will never ever be your own boss. But I said his perspective is commendable in a way. It's just he has his own creed in life, and he lives strictly to it. But what I couldn't determine was whether he was arrogant or prideful. And in my mind, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of pride. You know what I mean? But the arrogance is crazy, right? I think in some ways that aspect of Dame helped him be more successful. The fact that he was so prideful, the fact that he was so arrogant. But it's in your older years, there should be some level of maturation and development that takes place. And it doesn't seem like that's happened with Dame. it doesn't seem like he's able to face reality. Also, it's like he's still living with this image of himself that he's like this big time business dude, bro. And him and Choke No Joke, they all are always criticizing other people's business. And are these guys really good businessmen? Because I ain't seen this and I ain't seen that. Well, who has to prove anything to you, Dame? Like, who the hell are you? Like, you know what I mean? Who are you, Choke? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas are just regular people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has to prove nothing to you because y'all are successful. Well, Choke, I don't know. I don't know about Choke, but Dame's definitely successful. How successful? I don't think he's like super successful. I think he's one bad business move away from, you know, being back in the hood type shit. I think he's really successful though. Like I think he's moderately successful is what I'm saying. And this is me just sitting here analyzing. But when you're talking about 50 Cent and you're trying to troll him into a business discussion, oh yeah, I would love to sit with 50 Cent. I would love to see what he got going on. See if it's real. See if that's really who he is and blah blah blah. Like, bro, who are you, dog? That's why God slapped the teeth out of your mouth while you were talking. Because it was just like, brother, you need a reality check, bro. Y'all gotta calm down. Y'all gotta come back down to earth because it's just like you're not who you were in 2000, fam. 2005 or whatever. I can't remember when Rockefeller broke up, but you're not who you were up until that point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Other people have grown and continue to expand their empire and business into billionaire status and stuff like that, and you haven't. You're still talking about the people who have and acting like you have some type of platform or some type of position to judge another person's accomplishments. That's insane to me. Like, it shouldn't even be that. Damn. It should just be like, yo, 50, you a real successful dude. Shit. I salute him and all of his accomplishments, but yo, I could definitely add to that. If we sit down and we come up with a blah, 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 I'm sure we could come up with something super dope. He got great ideas. I got great ideas. If we work together, I'm sure we could come up with something instead of, well, I want to see what he got. Yeah, I want to see if it's real. I want to, bro, you're not that nigga, bro. Stop. That shit crazy, bro. You are not that nigga, bro. And then I think I saw this like little news clip. What made it worse is like I never actually clicked on it, so I don't know if it was clickbait. But it says something about him denying his teeth falling out and claiming that it was a grill. And then I just saw one where he like literally pulls the dentures out and it was just like, man, I don't care. But if he had literally tried to deny that and then just came back and with the truth, it shows that Dame is struggling with ego. And it shows that he hasn't ever taken a spiritual journey or begun a spiritual path. Because that's one of the first things that you learn to confront, is your ego. And at that age, he should be definitely able to see how his ego is getting in the way of him being successful. Now, am I going to say it's 100% his fault? Probably not. Probably there's probably like a there's probably maybe 15 to 20% blockage that comes due to the fact that you disrespected some powerful people, and they may not want you in certain areas, and they may not want you eating where they eat and stuff like that. And yeah, you might get blocked because of your own mouth. You know what I mean? I remember there was a time where Jay actually tried to squash it with Dame and put his arm around him and, bring him back into the fold somewhat. I think they like sat together, had a meeting, they appeared some places, had pictures together. Everybody was like, man, that's dope. You know what I mean? And then his ego flared up. Couldn't just couldn't deal with the fact that bro was a boss now. That he was the one in charge of everything. That he was the one calling the shots, walking into the spots, and people asking him what they could get for him. And you're just a nigga standing there. It must have been what that was, because within a couple weeks, he was out cursing this dude's name again. It was just like, it was completely insane, bro. Completely insane. Let that just be a lesson to y'all, though. You know what I mean? Like when you see people's teeth falling out of their head while they're talking their arrogant talk, and they get humbled in front of the world, let that just be a lesson, bro. Yo, this ego will kill you, bro. It will kill you. It will destroy you. It will clip your wings. Because look at the man. He's walking around probably what's $1 million complex or $1 million apartment, probably in the middle of Manhattan. So, and he's an arrogant, mouthy ass nigga. Imagine what he could accomplish if he was to humble himself. And that doesn't mean kissing anybody's ass or licking anybody's boots, but just giving credit where credit is due, focusing on himself and growing, letting go of the bitterness and the anger. That way, whenever somebody asks you about it, it doesn't shine through. Because every time somebody asks him about it, it shines through how angry he is, how bitter he is about what took place. And it's just like, man, you gotta let that go. Where's the therapy? When are you gonna heal, my guy? That stuff is gonna hold you back, but look how successful he is. Even with all of that, that tells you a lot about things. That even with those demons right in his ass, he's still able, yo, this shit is really pissing me off. I'm never going doing the turbine again, man. We only doing real do-rags from now on. But he's still able to build a life for himself that's highly respectable. Don't make nobody make you feel like Dame is broke, yo. Dame definitely got some dollars, And he was able to build a respectable life for himself. Still. I just wish he would humble himself. That whole reunion with Jay is never gonna happen again. I think Jay isn't even the type to piece it up with niggas. And the fact that he tried to piece it up with you and then you spat in his face as soon as you got in the door, that's dope. But I think if he humbles himself and he just turns into a quieter person, a more positive person. I think Jay will stop stepping on his neck. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I do think Jay probably do be stepping on his neck, especially anything that he's trying to do in music. You know what I mean? I think he just has to stay outside of music with his business moves, and Jay will be all right. You know what I'm saying? But second you try and get in, manage somebody, do something like that, he gonna step on it. He gonna step on it, bro. You feel me? But yeah, man, sad to see, man. When you grew up with these guys and man, you had so much respect and honor for these dudes, just based off of their, accomplishments, man. Not that you idolize or deify these people or think that they're beyond reproach, but you have a certain amount of respect for the things that they've accomplished, made it through, and overcome. So it's just sad, very sad to see Dame in his 50s just. And then we wonder why our younger generation is lost. But you already know who it is. It's your boy Sans, family, money, everything. It's the motto, it's the label, it's the brand. It means put your family first, make sure you bag right. Everything else will be fine after that. You already know what it is. Let's get it. One.